from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
32 Stinger.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Cook up the gut.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Allen going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Allen to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Allen.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Down the left sideline.
But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To the air, Allen.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run with Cook. A strong running. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tua going to throw. Short throw to Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Slot man moves right. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Oliver with the sack, and he really came into his own a season ago, recording a career-high 9.5 sacks, playing at a level that the Buffalo Bills envisioned when they made him a first-round pick.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home
Bills touchdown. James Cook, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bills are able to move back in front. Bass on for the extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
The Dolphins had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll try to meddle with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Curtis Samuel, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Motion man is Schwartz. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
21G.
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Hey, 21G.
Second and 1.
Go ahead.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
20, TX.
Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Right. Hey.
Two and a throw again. He'll dump this off to Achane. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic.
There he goes, right side. Jalen Waddle. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Go ahead.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down and a
All right,
yard.
fellas, listen up. Ready, set. Oh, set.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff line.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Allen going to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now Allen again. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Now Allen. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Solo left Zion.
In motion, Hill. Tua going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready. Turbo one, hard.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Turbo two. All right, come on. Turbo one, hard.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Scat. Long.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple.
21 G. Ready.
At the 33-yard line.
Hey. Set.
Here's Tua.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 33 yards.
And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Sliding out of the pocket.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. He may go.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the... This entire game, not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Turbo 1. Hey, 21 T8. Watson, Oscar.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 9-yard
Funny,
line.
TX. Hey, out.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw, it's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing now is Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll get 34 yards there. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Gets this one to Hill. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Out.
Tua sets up to pass it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Solo left Zion.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Amari Barno on the tackle. It's a gain of 10. First down.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Alert!
Allen now looks to throw. And now here is another interception. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Turbo 1, hide.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
12 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Dolphins, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.